There are many questions you can ask a creative, an artist, like how did you start, or how can I make a living like you do? But I think one of the most open questions to ask, and one of the most intriguing, is where do you get your inspiration? What inspires you? The idea of inspiration could lead us to an answer about the ancient 9 muses, or an answer about daily routines that lead to creativity, or an answer about watching different movies or going on a walk. I think either of these things could be inspirational, but what I've found is that it comes down to a specific idea, a specific spark that bursts into a creative flame, and that is randomness. How random can you get, and how random can your imagination be? A lot of creativity can be traced to random events in our lives, like Newton's anecdotal apple falling, leading to the idea of gravity, or Paul McCartney's random dream that led to his song Yesterday. How random can you be? That's the short answer for anyone who asks where we get inspiration. Random things. Go for a random walk in the park and you'll find creative ways to look at light, or admire the flowing river, or be in awe of a clear sky. All these random prompts will lead to creative ways of thinking, and thus creative ways of solving problems. The point of this is to say we can find inspiration in anything random. What we experience randomly can spark that new campaign idea, or tackle your writer's block, or maybe help find a way to edit your wedding film. Go outside and experience the randomness of our world. The randomness of it all is plenty enough to create infinite imaginary worlds in your head. But sometimes, especially as artists, not understanding randomness can be our downfall. I think one of the problems with randomness is thinking that there is meaning in it. Sometimes we like to see and think of random things as if they were meant to happen, or that there was a personal reason it happened to you. We like to connect the dots. As humans, we crave that sense of cause and effect. We want to know the reason for things, why things happen to us, why someone we love got cancer, or why we were in a car accident, why we didn't make that sale, why we go through a breakup, or why our work isn't as fulfilling as we'd like. As humans, we crave meaning. But the reality of our world sometimes doesn't have meaning. It is randomness. Sometimes the randomness of it all is just that, random, with no rhyme or reason. And I know that may sound like a cynical view of the world, but for those grappling with an internal struggle right now, please keep in mind that it may have just been a random event you couldn't help. It is not your fault. So back to my point here, as creatives, we can utilize randomness to spark a new way of experiencing the world and help imagine and create new things in the world. But the flip side of this is that randomness can also cause pain. The very nature of randomness can cause a major unfortunate life event. The lesson here is to be aware that randomness isn't ethical or sympathetic of your character. Sometimes it just happens. I can't say if you can help it or not. A lot of the times you can, but other times it's in God's hands, the universe's hands, the all's hands. If we let our emotions get to us, we may mistake randomness for our own fault or for things we could have helped. But you must remember that life just happens. Fight or guide the randomness where you can, but make the best out of the worst. Thank you.